Howdy folks, wanted to give you a quick walkthrough on what I'm looking for this Crucible Act 1 screenshot. So we've been working with framing and blocking and trying to understand, okay, why would a director choose this type of shot for this particular scene? Knowing that they could do anything, they could put the camera anywhere, but they've chosen this particular one. So we're going to look for that in the Crucible. So I ask you, as you're watching the Crucible Act 1, try to identify the top types of shots the director uses. So maybe as you're watching, just pause it and be like, okay, is this a medium? Is this a wide shot? Is this a close-up? And think, why would the director be doing that? And so you're going to pause the movie on one frame that you think is well composed, and that is showing the viewer something beyond just like, okay, this is this character, right? Usually directors frame characters in such a way that it's showing the audience a little bit more about that character, who that character is, or the situation that they're in. So you're going to take a screenshot and you're going to attach it to this assignment, either in a Google Doc or just upload it and then make a private comment. Make sure you're identifying the type of shot used. So like this is a medium, low perspective shot, and give a brief, 2 to 3 sentences analysis of what you think this implies. So I'll show you what I'm kind of talking about. So if we log into this Crucible Act 1 movie, notice the password is Mr. Restad. I didn't have to log in because I've already logged in before. I'm just going to kind of watch this movie. One more. Oh, here's a good one. All right. So this is an interesting frame scene, right? I could take a screenshot of that, and I've got a video linked of how to do that. So I would do Shift. Let's try that again. There we go. Here's my screenshot. And the screenshot lets me select a portion of my screen, so I don't have to take a screenshot of the whole thing. Bam. Got it. Paste this screenshot. Paste. In here, so you can share it with me. Whoop, there it is. I'll give this a quick title. This is Crucible Act 1 screenshot. And I need to identify some things. So first thing I need to identify is the type of shot. So I'm saying this is probably a wide shot, right? I'm thinking that this is our main character. And the fact that he is tiny in this little screen is important. So it's a wide shot. And perspective is tricky because I'm looking down at the congregation, but I'm looking up at Reverend Paris. So I might say this is eye level because these folks are sitting down and this person is up above. I might even qualify this a little bit more. So looking up at Paris, but down at the townsfolk. Cool. And so once I've identified the type of shot, both the frame used and the perspective used, I can then start to analyze it and get to our big point, right? Because our big point is that I'm able to figure out some meaning behind this shot and then see how the structure of this shot starts to back up that meaning. And I already know something about Reverend Paris after watching the first act, is like he definitely wants to be the guy in charge, right? His authority is unquestioned, and he wants everyone to just take his word as the end all be all, right? He's the reverend, he's the mayor, he's the dude. So I can see how this shot backs that up, right? Because while the director chose to place this camera sort of in between, so we're looking up at the reverend but down at the townsfolk, we're getting this sense of importance for Reverend Paris. Because we're looking up at him, we get to see how he's raised up above everyone else and looking down at them. And also how they have to be forced to look up at him, because that pulpit is huge, right? That's like taller than a person. No one would need that big of a pulpit to speak unless they really, really wanted to feel important as they were doing it, which I'm guessing Paris does. And also the type of shot, the fact that we're pulled back, so we're not just looking up at him, but we're looking up at him while we can see his kind of authority over everyone else is important, right? So that's why this wide shot is important. We couldn't have gotten that from just a medium shot or from a full shot, we needed to pull all the way back to see that. And so you can see my description of that here. All right. Good luck, folks. I hope you enjoy the first act of the movie.